I was doing a sitcom on ABC called A Whole New Ball Game. So halfway through the season, they called and said, "Don't bother coming to work. We've canceled the show," and which is the way ABC and all the other networks do it. And Larry David's office called and said, "We heard John's show got canceled, and we have this guest star
I'm Jay Peterman.
on the show this week. I don't know if he'd like to do it, but it's a really funny, weird character that he could have a lot of fun chewing up and spitting out with the scenery." So I said to my manager, I said, "Tell him thank you, but no." And I said, I'm licking my wounds over the cancellation of the series today. And I said, I don't really want to go guest star on somebody else's show. And in truth, I had never really watched Seinfeld, even though at the time it was the number one show. Well, come to find out, the following morning, I get a call at about 10 o'clock, and my manager says to me, "Get out of bed. I never called last night. They're waiting for you over there in an hour." So I ended up going over there, and there I was at the table read, and Seinfeld being the most disorganized show on television, they only had half the script written. And sure enough, by the end of the week and through the taping, Elaine was working for the J. Peterman Company, and I had a job. Everybody looked at me and they said, "Well, welcome to the cast." But it's funny. I learned a lot because the second I finished that table read, I picked up the script and I walked away to an area that was secure. I called my manager and I said, "This is the number one show on television." I said, "It's not funny." I said, "It's not funny."